Hello, this is Swami Pranava, and I'm making this video from beautiful Cam Ranh. I'm taking about 3 days as a vacation here, and I came with some of the staff. Today I'm making a video at the A2 level of English. In order to make this video simple, I will speak slowly, clearly, and I will repeat things. But the main thing here is I will pause very often. I'm pausing for a reason. The reason I'm pausing is I'm encouraging you to make some chunks. Chunks are units of language, and chunks are very useful for learning a language. You do not try to learn individual words, but rather you learn some meaningful phrases. And the key element here is that the phrases have some meaning to you. So you can take one of my videos, or you can take any video in English, and you can get a transcript from the computer, and you can get a translation also from the computer in your native language, and then you can study it. And of course, the way I recommend that you begin is you listen and read at the same time in the target language, and then very quickly as possible, you read it in your native language so you get the meaning fully. And then you can start to break it up into chunks. You can take the text in your native language, the text in the target language, compare the two, make notes, and you can start to break up the language into chunks, which means any useful words and phrases that you think you will use. And you're using at that point the native language, your native language, as a support for your learning. And then at some point you start to break away from your native language. So that means you would make some notes about the useful words and phrases. You can write those in a notebook, and you can use those when you practice speaking. And then you can listen only in the target language and read in the target language. And now you're trying to think more only in the target language and understand. And then finally, you don't read at all, you just listen in the target language, and you see if you can understand some things. But you try to not translate in your mind back to your native language. At this point, you try to understand things in the target language. And this kind of practice is valuable. The way you can accomplish and be successful in this kind of practice is you need to have what I call handles. A handle is something you can grab onto. So it's like a handle on a suitcase. You need something you can grab onto. And so that's something when you listen to the text read in the target language, you have to be able to recognize some words and phrases. So by studying the meaningful words and phrases, every time you hear one of those, it will bring you back to the attention on hearing the sounds of the language. And so at that point, you can stop the recording, you can go back and repeat it, and you can pick up more of the sounds of these phrases that you recognize. So work with the words and phrases that you already know and strengthen those. And from that strength, from that foundation of what you do know, then you can start to branch out a little bit into things that you don't know. Okay, so I hope this was useful, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.